Malakim Alef, chapter 16. The word of Adonai came to Yehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha. I raised you up out of the dust and made you prince over my people Israel. But you have lived in the same way as Yarov'am and caused my people Israel to sin, so that their sinning has made me angry. Therefore I will sweep away Baasha and his house completely. I will make your house like the house of Yarov'am, the son of Nevat. If someone from the line of Baasha dies in the city, the dogs will eat him. If he dies in the countryside, the vultures will eat him. Other activities of Baasha, his accomplishments, and his power are recorded in the annals of the kings of Israel. Baasha slept with his ancestors, and Elah, his son, became king in his place. Through the prophet Yehu, the son of Hanani, the word of Adonai was proclaimed against Baasha and his house, both because he did so much evil from Adonai's perspective, angering him with his actions and becoming like the house of Yarov'am, and because he killed Nadav. It was in the 26th year of Asa, king of Yehuda, that Elah, the son of Baasha, began his reign over all Israel in Tirtzah, and he ruled for 2 years. His servant Zimri, commander of half of his chariots, plotted against him. Finally, one time when Elah was in Tirtzah, drinking himself senseless in the house of Artsah, administrator of the palace in Tirtzah, Zimri entered, struck him down and killed him. This was in the 27th year of Asa, king of Yehuda. Zimri then took Elah's place as king. At the beginning of his reign, as soon as he took over the throne, he killed off the entire house of Baasha. He left not a single male, neither of his relatives nor of his friends. Thus Zimri eliminated all the house of Baasha, in keeping with the word of Adonai spoken against Baasha through Yehu the prophet. This word had been spoken because of all Baasha's sins, and the sins of Elah his son, which they committed, and with which they made Israel sin, thereby angering Adonai, the God of Israel, with their worthless idols. Other activities of Elah and all his accomplishments are recorded in the annals of the kings of Israel. It was in the 27th year of Asa, king of Yehuda, that Zimri ruled for 7 days in Tirtzah. At that time the army was besieging Gibton, which belonged to the Pelishtim. The troops in their camp heard it said that Zimri had plotted and killed the king, whereupon that same day there in the camp all Israel made Omri, the commander of the army, king over Israel. Omri and all Israel with him withdrew from Gibton and besieged Tirtzah. When Zimri saw that the city had been captured, he went into the citadel of the royal palace and burned down the royal palace over him, so that he died. This came about because of the sins he committed in doing what was evil from Adonai's perspective. In living as Yarov'am had lived, and in sinning by making Israel sin. Other activities of Zimri and his conspiracy are recorded in the annals of the kings of Israel. At this point the people of Israel divided into 2 factions. Half of the people went after Tivni, the son of Ginat, to make him king, while the other half followed Omri. But the faction supporting Omri won out over that of Tivni, the son of Ginat, so Tivni died, and Omri became king. It was in the 31st year of Asa, king of Yehuda, that Omri began his reign over Israel, and he ruled for 12 years, 6 of them in Tirtzah. He bought Mount Shamron from Shemer for 132 pounds of silver. On the mountain he built a city, which he named Shamron, after Shemer, who had owned the mountain. Omri did what was evil from Adonai's perspective, outdoing all his predecessors in wickedness, for he lived entirely in the manner of Yarov'am, the son of Nevat, committing the sins with which he made Israel sin. thereby angering Adonai, the God of Israel, with their worthless idols. Other activities of Omri and the power he demonstrated are recorded in the annals of the kings of Israel. Then Omri slept with his ancestors and was buried in Shomron, and Ach'av, his son, became king in his place. It was in the 38th year of Asa, king of Yehuda, that Ach'av, the son of Omri, began his rule over Israel. Ach'av, the son of Omri, ruled 22 years over Israel in Shomron. Ach'av, the son of Omri, did what was evil from Adonai's perspective, outdoing all his predecessors in wickedness. But then, as if it had been a trifling thing for him to commit the sin of Yarov'am and the son of Nevat, he took as his wife Izevel, translated Jezebel, the daughter of Etbaal, the king of Zidonim, and went and served Baal and worshipped him. He erected an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Shomron. Ach'av also set up the Asherah. Indeed, Ach'av did more to anger Adonai, the God of Israel, than all the kings of Israel preceding him. It was during his time that Hiel of Bet-El rebuilt Jericho. He laid its foundation at the cost of his firstborn son Aviram, and erected its gates at the cost of his youngest son Seguv. This was in keeping with the word of Adonai spoken through Yehoshua the son of Nun.